The trailer for Caveat did exactly what it was supposed to do: sell me on investing 90 minutes of my time into this film. Unfortunately, like so many trailers, it was somewhat deceiving. There is not much of a story to tell here, and so the trailer really just sold us on what little Caveat had to offer, much of which is simply not worth the investment. In fact, this film could have worked far better as a short film instead, a concept that would have filtered out the expanse of uninteresting and unimportant filler. It all became a little clearer when I realized that this was a feature-length debut for Irish filmmaker Damien McCarthy, who had previously worked on only short films, some of which even garnering him comparisons to the great David Lynch. However, McCarthy's talent for short films did not carry over into this feature-length production, or at least not in my opinion. Caveat stars Jonathan French as a drifter named Isaac who reluctantly agrees to watch over his friend Mo's adult niece, Olga, in exchange for cash. It's not just that simple, however, as Olga, played by Layla Sykes, is a disturbed young woman living alone in a rundown house on a remote island without a boat to speak of. Oh, and in order to put Olga at ease, Isaac must be chained in a harness that restricts him to only certain parts of the house. Still, he agrees. It's kind of a ridiculous scenario to begin with, and only gets more absurd as the story unravels. There's just too much here that is nonsensical and unnecessary, such as this sort of possessed toy bunny that serves no real purpose outside of padding the trailer and perhaps even the film's poster art to entice an unsuspecting audience. Outside of the story itself, it was tough to get through this one out of sheer boredom. It is dreary to the point of depressing, thanks to a setting that is even emptier than the film's story. The characters are left to fend for themselves as well, with little backstory to lend them any empathy or sympathy. You just don't care, or at least I didn't. I don't mean to come off as overcritical or even mean, but I went into this film with high expectations and came out ultimately disappointed. I can't say it was a missed opportunity, because I just don't feel like this story had enough substance to fill nearly 90 minutes. Like I said earlier, Caveat would have benefited had it been made into a short film instead. Despite everything I just said, this film might be right up your alley, who knows? In fact, it's got a pretty decent rating on both Rotten Tomatoes and Letterboxd, with an 83% certified score on the former. So, if you'd like to give it a chance, it's streaming right now on Shudder. For the record, I'd give Caveat 2 stars out of 5. Thank you for watching, and I hope you enjoyed my review. If you did, please feel free to like and subscribe. Take care.